And I'll just pull this over here. Hello, Dream Team. Wonderful to see you all today. Very excited to be here with you on such a wonderful Thursday. As we said before, all you'll need is a weight of some kind, as well as a stretchy band. So if you've got a stretchy band, that would be great. Remember, if you don't have a stretchy band, we can either show you a modification using your weights, or you can use something like a towel, a belt that you can at least just pull against, and that would be great too. Okay, remember to have a nice clear space around you to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. Sturdy chair, nothing with wheels, sturdy footwear or bare feet. And just really make sure to go at your own pace today. You are in charge of the intensity, so please take care to make it challenging but doable for you, okay? We are going to just start with a couple breathing exercises. The first thing is we just want to practice our belly breathing today. So you can go ahead and place a hand on your belly or whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to breathe in, fill up the belly, and then breathing out through pursed lips. Breathe in, fill up the belly, and breathing out through that invisible straw. Good. 2 more just like that. Breathe in and out. Once more. Breathe in and out. Brilliant. Now we're going to focus on breathing in as we lift up the shoulders. So have your hands comfortable, and we're going to breathe in, lift up the shoulders, and breathe out. Breathe in, lift up the shoulders, and breathe out. Breathe in and out. 2 more. Breathe in and out. And last one. Breathe in and out. Awesome. Okay, now you're either going to move your arms out to the side, or you can move your arms up overhead, whatever is most comfortable for you. You're going to go ahead and breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now we're going to try to inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can shake out the arms. Brilliant. Okay, let's start to ramp it up a little bit as we get into our warm-up. I'm going to ask that you just start, so you can't quite see my feet very clearly. We're just going to start with lifting and lowering the heels. So lift and lower the heels. We're going to just start signaling to our body that it's time to work. And work hard, we're going to today, within your own abilities. So go at your own pace today, make it challenging but doable. And we'll add some fun things in on the way. All right, so we're still lifting and lowering the heels. And as we do that, we're just going to raise one arm straight up and back down. Good, so raise one arm straight up and down. Perfect, so we're going to continue lifting and lowering the heels, raising one arm at a time. Remember, we're continuing our breathing pattern. So we're still trying to breathe in steadily, maybe while we lift the arm, because that can help. And breathing out through pursed lips. Good. And we're going to change it up here. We're going to do 2 more arm lifts. And 1 more. Good. Okay, we're going to extend our legs out in front of us. And all we're going to do is we're going to point our toes away and then pull them back in. Point the toes away, pull them back in. So we're pumping our feet. Good. And now the arms. We are going to take our arms. We're going to have our hands up like this, and we're going to pull them open and closed. Pull them open and closed. Pull them open and closed. Good. And we're going to do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Bring your feet back towards you. Excellent. Now we're just going to stretch our toes out in front of us as we step it forward. So it's a stretch out the toes to touch our foot in front of us. Good. So one foot's extending at a time. And then we're going to involve the hands. Okay? So what we're going to do here is as our foot extends, we are going to reach out to the side and then come back and then switch. Good. So step that foot forward, reach out to the side. Good. And we're just going to think about our breathing pattern at the same time. So we're steadily breathing out through pursed lips. That's it, everybody. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome. Okay, we're going to put our feet out wide. So knees and feet out wide. And then from here, I'm going to ask you to put fingertips behind the ears if you can, or you can just keep it low. But we're just thinking about opening up the chest, which helps us get that middle part of our back warmed up. And then we're just going to do a slow march. So can we pull one foot up at a time? This one's always a funny one because it's a wide-footed march. You can pretend you're a sumo wrestler. So just lifting up one foot at a time. Remember, as we go to lift one foot up, the other foot needs to push down into the ground.
Wow, can feel that in the lower back.
In your lower back. So you want to be careful that we're not leaning back to lift it up. And if you need to, if you got a sore lower back, you can sit further back in your seat just so that it has a little bit of pressure against a little bit more leverage. You can also feel free to just lift up the heel, and that will reduce some of the strain. So if you've got a sore lower back, you can be careful not to strain anything today. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Okay, bring the feet back in. And now from here, we're going to step our foot out and out, forward, forward, in, back, back. So think about your feet drawing out a little rectangle. Okay, so again, out wide, forwards, in, and back. out, forwards, in, back, out, forwards, in, and back. There we go. Out, forwards, in, and back. Out, forwards, in, and back. Woo! Out, forwards, in, and back. And I'd get you just to start moving your arms if you like to increase the challenge. And let's see if we can start stepping those feet in that rectangle pattern. Okay, so pumping the arms as we go. And we go wide, forwards, in, back. Wide, forwards, in, back. Wide, forwards, in, back. Wide, forwards, in, back. Couple more seconds here. You guys are doing great. We're probably starting to feel warm. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Are we starting to feel warmed up?
Yes.
Awesome. Good, good. Okay. We're actually going to do 2 more things, and then we're going to move into our cardio intervals. Pulling those arms back. You can do one arm at a time or both, but we're just going to keep our arms pulled back. Think about trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together and slowly lift one arm or both up overhead and then back down. So again, one at a time or both. One arm at a time or both. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake out your arms. Good. Okay, and the last challenge we have, and I'm going to show you 2 versions because one is going to be better for a back that's sore today and one might be a little bit harder. So, challenge 1, making it a little bit lower intensity. You're just going to draw a circle with your foot. So notice I'm keeping, the closer you keep your foot towards you, the less strain there's going to be on a cranky back. You guys are also welcome to draw a bit of a circle out in front of you. That'll be harder. A cranky because an extended leg is a long lever. So you can draw a circle here or here. But we're going to circle about 10 seconds each leg. So either on the ground or straight out in front of you. And 3, 2, 1, switch legs. So we're either drawing on the ground, circle, circle, or straight out in front of you. You have your hands wherever's most comfortable. 3, 2, 1, a rest. Okay, now we should be nice and warmed up. Now we're going to do some cardio intervals. We're going to work for 1 minute and then rest for 30 seconds, and we're going to do 6 rounds of cardio. Your first goal is just to work for a whole minute, and then you can worry about the intensity and then resting for 30 seconds. I just see we have a quick comment. Oh, no worries. Super glad you could join us. Okay, team. So our first one that we're going to do is we're just going to kick our leg and touch. Now, if you've got a sore back, I'd recommend just lifting up the knee. You can do these seated or standing, but we're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So working for a minute. Remember, as we do our cardio, it's okay if you start huffing and puffing a little bit. You just want to make sure you stay in control of the breathing. Doesn't feel like you can only take a half a breath or you're gasping. If you're feeling dizzy or lightheaded, those are all signs to rest. But huffing and puffing a bit more is okay. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. That's it, team. Breathing out through pursed lips as we go. Keep it up. 10 seconds to go. Your goal is just to keep moving however you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So that 30 seconds of rest might need to be in your recovery position. Remember, we don't want to be rounded. We want to have our chest up and still breathing out through pursed lips. Okay? While we are catching our breath, I'm going to show the second movement. Second movement while sitting is we're just going to step a foot out and back in, out and back in. Okay? A sore back might be irritated by all the knee lifting, so you might want to just keep the foot low. If you're choosing to stand, you can think about stepping up and over a log. Okay? Stay balanced, have balance. If you're choosing to stand, please make sure you've got balance support within grabbing distance. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Excellent. So stepping either 1 foot out at a time. You can step up and over a log. That's it, team. Keep up your breathing pattern. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. You are halfway through the second interval. Second interval of 6. You've got this. Well done. Remember, just do what you can. Everyone goes at their own pace. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. You might need that recovery position. Excellent, team. There we go. So as we're catching our breath, our third movement, if you're choosing to stand, is going to look like a pulling the heels up towards the bum. So pulling your heels up to the bum. And if you're choosing to sit, you're just going to have your feet out in front of you, and you're going to pull one back at a time. Okay? You can also add to the challenge by bending and straightening your arms as we go. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great job, everybody. So keep breathing out through pursed lips. Going steady, doing great. Well done, team. Pulling 1 foot back at a time. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Feel free to find that recovery position. Now remember, that was 3. We're halfway through our cardio for today. Woohoo! Yeah. Woo!
Woohoo!
I love it. I love it. All right. Our next movement is we're going to step and reach. Step and reach. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step and reach. Great job, team. Good. Keep up your breathing pattern as we go. Step and reach. Step and reach. It's all about just doing what you can. Make it challenging but doable. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Maybe you need that recovery position. You can focus on your recovery breathing. And give yourself a little pat on the back because you've only got 2 left. No yawning. They're too contagious. All right, team. Our next movement is out, out, in, out, out, in. You can move the arms to make it more challenging. 3, 2, 1, go. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep up your breathing pattern as we go. So keep breathing out through pursed lips. Great job, everybody. Doing fantastic. Do what you can. Challenging but doable. This is your exercise class. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. So 5 out of 6 complete. That means 1 more is left. Awesome. Our final cardio interval is we're going to be pushing our arms out in front of us 3 times and then up. If up is not doable for you, you can continue pushing out in front or go out to the side, but it's forward, 2, 3, up. Forward, 2, 3, up. Forward, 2, 3, up. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So think forward, 2, 3, up. 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 Almost there, team. Do what you can. Keep up your breathing pattern. Guys are doing awesome. We're looking to get that heart rate up a little bit. Challenge your breathing just a little bit. Last couple seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woohoo! So once again, we go woo! You
Arms are
pat
too
yourself
sore.
on the back. Your arms are too sore. Well, that can happen. We're going to have a full minute rest here, team. Make sure you grab a sip of water. And then just a reminder, we do want our weight and stretchy band close by because we are going to need them for our next sequence here. Good. Everyone quickly let me know how they're doing. Thumbs up, thumbs down, so.
Circulation is up.
Good. That's important. All right. So let's just grab our band. And then just a quick reminder that if there is any noise on your end, we should be on mute for it, unless you're asking a question or commenting. We do need our band next. And what we're going to do today is we're going to put the band underneath our foot. So the band's underneath our foot. Okay. Now we want to pull the band and our leg up. And we want to keep our hands here. We want to push our leg down. So we're going to push our leg down through the band, trying to keep the arms up. If it's too hard, you're welcome to be here and get the leg just working here. But if you want to increase tension through the band for your leg, you want to pull it up a little bit. But figure out what's best for you, either holding here, or you can tense it up a little bit and then lean back. Okay, and we're going to do 10 starting now. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. You can relax that tension. We're going to switch legs. And then once again, you can either hold up here or you can hold lower towards your foot and then reach back so you get that stretch on the band. And then we're lifting up and then pushing down. So push down through that band. And we're going to do 10 starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. All right, unlasso your foot. Now you need your band in front of you. And sorry, by in front of you, I'm actually meaning to say over top. Okay, I have one big loop, so I'm just going to hold one side of the loop. Remember, if at any point holding onto the band gets sore, you can always wrap the band around your palm. You don't have to grip it as tightly. But we've got our band overhead, and we're just going to pull one arm down to the side and back up. So you pull an arm down to the side and back up. Pull an arm down to the side and back up. Good. Remember here, it is helpful to breathe out as we pull that band down. And I don't want you to feel like you are straining. So if it feels like you're straining, you need to have more band between your hands.
I get hard on my neck doing that.
Yeah, if you're finding it tough on the neck, you're welcome to bring the arms out in front of you.
Okay.
You're also welcome to just do it with just your arms. Maybe the one arm above that's holding onto the band is really fighting the pull or the stretch of the band.
Okay.
Yeah. So a
Thank you.
couple different ways to modify. Absolutely. My goal is for all of you to feel great after exercise. Thank you for letting me know so I can support you. And last one here, and rest. Awesome. Okay, might need to roll the shoulders back a little bit. Well done. All right, now we're going to put the band to the side, and you can grab your weight for this next one if you want the extra challenge, but we are going to do a sit to stand. And we've already kind of practiced our sumo stance today. So once again, we're going to get our knees and feet out wide. Okay, have your hands wherever. I just prefer you don't push off your legs. But we're going to push through the feet to stand up, or you can stay seated and just push your feet through the ground. You'll still feel those muscles tighten up, and then you can relax. Okay, so we're standing up and then down, 2, 3, and up, 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 down, 2, 3, 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 and up, and then down, 2, 3, rest. Woo! That's a tricky one, team. You guys are good sports, always putting up with those sit to stands. Gonna give you a rest time here. And while we're taking a quick rest, does anyone else have questions about the 3 exercises we've done so far? Because we are going to repeat them. And I want you all to feel success in those exercises. There we go. All right. You're a rowdy crew today. So let's repeat. So once again, we're going to grab that stretchy band. You're going to put your stretchy band underneath your foot. And then you're going to reach down to hold lower on the band so that when you sit up, there's some tension already on that band. Lifting the knee should reduce some of that tension. And then we push the foot back down. If you sit all the way back and or get your back against the backrest, that can help a cranky back manage this movement, and your other foot should be bent, foot pulled under you, okay? So we pull the knee up and then push down through the band. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're going to switch legs. So now the band goes underneath your other foot. We hold lower down, and we come up. Then we're going to lift the leg and push it straight down through the band. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we push that foot. And we're doing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Undo the band. So again, the next movement, it can be with the band or without the band, either overhead, slowly lowering one arm and bringing it back up. You're also welcome to do it in front of you. So with that band, again, it can be in front of you to pull out to the side, or it can be above you. What's important here is you do not feel like you are straining. If you feel like you are straining, we need to reduce the tension. With the band, you reduce tension by starting with more slack. So have your hands starting further apart from each other. Okay, and we pull one arm down and come up. And again, breathing out as we pull. Shouldn't feel like you're straining. Should feel more doable than challenging from a resistance perspective. So we're breathing out and back up. 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 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woohoo! Great job, team. So now that third exercise in this sequence, either with the weight or without, we're going into that sumo stance, so feet and knees wide apart. And then we're going to do some sit to stand. So again, you can just do a seated sit to stand, pushing your feet into the ground. Those muscles should tighten up, or we can stand all the way. Ready, set, let's go. We're going up, and then it's down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3. Remember exhaling as we go up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, and then finally down, 2, 3, rest. Awesome, team. Okay, remember your recovery position as needed. We get that longer rest. I see something popped up in the chat, so I don't know if some of you had some questions, but while we grab a sip of water. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, welcome, Lynn. So nice to have you. It's a great thing when we get new people and our regular people joining the class. That's wonderful. Love to see people jumping on and looking after their health and well-being as best they can. That's a wonderful thing. All right, so instead of making us repeat sit to stands a third time, I thought up of some new exercises for you. I hope that's okay. I know a couple of you get really disappointed when we don't do a lot of sit to stands, but we'll kind of make do with it, okay?
We'll
Sounds
tell
good.
you when we find out what it is.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. We need our weight. Good. So we're going to hold one weight in one hand. And we're going to do a little bit of coordination exercise. If you have a really light weight compared to what you use, you are welcome to hold it in your other hand. I'm just going to use my body weight. It's a little bit of coordination with a little bit of strength. And here's what's going to happen. I'm holding the weight in one hand. I'm going to curl that weight up. Then I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to raise the arm up, 2, 3, lower down. Okay, so we're getting both sides to do a task. We curl the weight up, we hold, 1, 2, 3, down. Curl, up, 2, 3, down. Notice I'm not rushing the movement. We curl, you can make a fist to help you press up, 2, 3, down. Couple more. Curl. Up. 2, 3, down. Curl. Up. 2, 3, down. Curl. Up. 2, 3, down, and one more. Curl. Up. 2, 3, and rest. Switching sides. Good. Now it's on our other side, and we're going to curl. Then we're going to go up, 2, 3, down. Curl. 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 Up, 2, 3, down. Good job, team. Curl. Up, 2, 3, down. And last one, curl. Up, 2, 3, rest. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to take our weight. And here's the trick. The trick is we're going to move the weight side to side. Two things are going to happen. One, you're going to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed as we do this. So we don't want to be lifting it, just relax. Okay? Tighten up through your core like someone's slapping you on the belly. We tense up. Use your core to do the movement. The second thing is, I don't want us moving. I want only the weight to move. So the weight moves. We keep tense in our core. Side to side, slowly. And only that weight is moving. Good. We continue to breathe, which is harder to do as we tense up our core.
Side, side, wax on, wax off.
Nope, no circling, just side to side. Just wiping a counter, that's it. Good work, team. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Hmm.
Who felt that in their core?
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Some of you may struggle with that brain to muscle connection, and that's quite normal. So what I'd encourage you all to do is you can take your hands and just place them kind of on your sides, a little bit more to the front rather than the back. So a little bit on the sides here. And then I want you just to do and be careful with this because I don't want to set you off coughing, but just do a fake cough or laugh. If you just go like a, and you can feel that tightening in your core. If you practice that kind of sensation, but then you breathe through it, so then you practice, can I tighten that just a little bit, and can I continue to breathe? That's how we can start to build that brain to muscle connection. Okay, especially those of you with a sore back. Should really be practicing a little bit of those gentle core squeezes. Okay, all right. You can put your weight to the side. And we're just going to straighten out one leg in front of you. And one thing we haven't practiced in a week or two is our quad activation. So this is all about, again, building that brain to muscle connection. Can we tighten up that leg muscle, hold it, and then relax it? And it's just like making a fist, except it's our muscle doing all the work. So squeeze and then relax. Okay, you're welcome to put your hand on your leg so you can actually feel that muscle tighten up. Hold and then relax. So we squeeze and hold and then relax. Squeeze or contract that muscle, hold and relax. So again, you should be feeling that muscle tighten up under your hand before it relaxes again. So we squeeze and then we relax. We squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Good. Squeeze, relax. 2 more. Squeeze and relax. And then last one. Squeeze, relax. The harder you squeeze, the harder that muscle contracts, the harder it is to do. Switch legs. Everyone feel that?
Yes.
Good. Now the other leg. Squeeze and then relax. And just a reminder that this is a great exercise to practice for knee pain. It can help just get those quads a little more activated, a little more used to working, and it can really help with pain in the knees. So tighten up that leg and then relax. Tighten up that leg and then relax. Good, couple more, and you're in control. The harder you tighten up that muscle, the harder it is, but it's your responsibility to make it challenging, but also doable, okay? Make this class doable. All right, and 3, 2, 1, and relax.
Hmm.
Woohoo! That was fun, hey?
Mhm.
That was great. So I've got the best news ever.
Do it all over again.
No, it's time to stretch.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, before we start our stretching though, we're gonna just repeat 5 each of our 2 first breathing patterns. So we're 5 each, where we're just going to lift the shoulders up and then breathe out to relax them. Ready? So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And now bringing our arms out to the side or up overhead. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one, in, out. Good. Pull an arm across your body, and we're going to gently start to stretch. Remember, stretch time is the perfect time to socialize. Please ask questions. Use this time for you. Switch. And switch. Lift the elbow up. Think about taking those slower, steady breaths. Does anyone have any questions?
Jill, I'll ask you a question. I don't know if you can answer it. How does somebody get arthritis in their back?
Switch. Well, a couple of different ways. If we're talking about osteoarthritis, which is just normal wear and tear in the joint, that's where we get some of that cushioning decreases. Sometimes some of you get it severely enough that it's described as bone on bone. So a certain degree of that is quite normal. Like most people get arthritis somewhere in their body, whether they feel it or not. And switch. We're just going to extend a leg, reach towards your toes. However, there's some increased factors. Some people are predispositioned to get more inflammation in their joints. Sometimes repeated trauma and that repeated trauma can look like we're not maintaining our strengthening exercises, so the muscles get weak and don't support the joint, which can alter how your knee moves. So we might be getting some more wear in one part of the joint because it's contacting oddly. Could be, multiple injuries, whether, thinking about, I'm a big candidate for arthritis. If I don't already have some in the knee, I've done quite a lot too. Switch. And so the back, your spine is a whole bunch of joints on its own. So your back is, maybe less likely to get diagnosed with arthritis because of the general wear and tear. Doesn't happen as much. There's not as much necessarily movement, but it's a joint just like any other. And so if you're predispositioned to it, any previous history of fractures or even a slight strain in a ligament or tendon in the back, again, it could be from something when you were a kid. Sometimes there's just increased signaling for some inflammation that it can contribute to it that way too.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wasn't a clear answer. And then remember, there's different types of arthritis too. There's your osteoarthritis.
Yeah.
There's rheumatoid, which is more autoimmune, and psoriatic from psoriasis.
Huh.
Psoriatic arthritis is autoimmune too, so that's just where the immune system, certain cells get a bit, they are so good at their job that they start misidentifying, and your immune system kind of starts attacking healthy cells.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And we're gonna just pop a leg up
Thank
onto our
you.
shin.
Thank you.
Oh, no worries. No worries at all. It's a good question. But again, the key thing that I said there is a certain amount of arthritis is very normal. Like, it's very normal to get some wear and tear. There's lots of things you can do about it. You guys are maintaining, exercising, getting some strength there that just supports it and really can reduce some of the pain perception, right?
That's right now. Are you pushing down on your knee to stretch the later?
That's a really great question, because a lot of people do enjoy pushing down on their knee, and getting a little bit more of a, it sometimes feels like you're stretching here, but that sensation is not a stretch here. It's actually just the joint getting pushed in. Like it's not a bad thing, but just it's more of a skin sensation, not actually stretching. This actually stretches a little bit more the inside. I prefer getting a stretch through my glute and my back by pulling this knee up slightly and then leaning towards it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's a difference between leaning through the hip and leaning through my upper body. This will not stretch it. It's got to be through the hip. So you can try it. You can pull that knee up and in slightly and see how that feels. And we're just going to change sides. So again, you can prop it up onto the shin or all the way up to the thigh. Good. How did everyone feel about their exercises today?
Good. Good. Yeah, very good.
Good. Keep up the breathing. And then we can relax there. You're welcome to, turn sideways in your seat, bring a leg back behind you, stretch out the front of that hip. I do keep noticing a couple comments popping up in the chat, so I just want to make sure if you hold that stretch there, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions that anyone might have before we end for today. You guys can go ahead and switch legs. So someone asked about yawning during exercise. Yawning is sometimes just a way of our body getting a deep breath in. So that could be a sign that you're just getting more oxygen and it's just triggering that. If you're feeling it more in the stretching or the breathing exercises, that could just be a sign that you're a bit sleep deprived and you're getting into a relaxed state. But it can also be a sign that you're maybe not keeping your breathing pattern during the exercises, so your body's trying to trigger a big breath. So you could be getting a little low on oxygen. If you've got an oximeter, you can always check it, that fingertip reader. But yawning, if you know that you're sleeping fairly well, it's not a sleep deprivation issue, could definitely just be a sign that you need to really stick to your breathing pattern. And then someone was asking about the quad exercise for severe knee arthritis. I'm going to assume that we are talking about this one. Yes. So anytime, if we think about it, this is a zero impact exercise. There's no pressure through the knee joint. So even if it's getting sore, because things that are sore get mad when we start moving them at first before it feels better, this is not harming anything. And anytime we can get a muscle contracting, especially if we work really hard at it, it can improve strength at first. Okay, so yes, this exercise, just squeezing the muscle, getting it better, will help build up a little bit of strength. Same thing with our glute muscles, those bum muscles. Even just thinking about crushing a walnut between your bum cheeks, so that big contraction through the glutes, and we hold and then relax, repeating it till the muscle gets a bit tired. That's really, really key. The muscle must get a bit fatigued. Yes, we can build some strength with that, and strengthening the quads and the glutes, actually, very important for knee arthritis. Wow, we learned so many things today, team.
Yes, we did.
There we go.
Jill,
Yes.